We get more solid rumors regarding an iPhone mini for early next year. The Google Nexus 6P fails terribly at a bend test, and the Galaxy S7 might not be as expensive as we thought. I'm Jaime Rivera, and the only thing worse than coming to work on Mondays is having to record this video twice over lighting issues. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with HTC. If you thought the company did not only copy the iPhone success, didn't copy the iPhone success with the HTC One M9, you should see the company's new ad campaign be brilliant. And while you're watching that ad, make sure you hit the link in the description and also watch the 1984 ad campaign for the Apple Macintosh and see if you find the resemblance. We sure you will. And it's great to see that HTC is boosting their marketing. The sad part is that, well, that ad campaign didn't really work well for Apple. It's the best ad campaign in history according to Wikipedia, but the Apple Macintosh was a flop back then. And it seems that not very many of you are in the market for a tablet, as analysts are already predicting a very terrible year end. For example, last year we ended with 76 million units being sold in the last quarter. This year they're only predicting 58 million. And if you thought that the iPad Pro is going to make a dent over that, it seems that analysts don't predict it selling more than 2 million units, which is a really bad thing. Oh well. And speaking of analysts, KGI Securities is famous for their iOS and Apple predictions, and according to them, there is going to be an iPhone mini next year. Now, when we're talking mini, apparently they are going to retain the iPhone 5S design to a certain degree and just boost specifications like an A9 processor or better camera. But don't expect for such technology apparently, as Apple wants to keep this a budget phone. That's not the only interesting change next year. When it comes to the Samsung Galaxy S7, we hear that the phone is not going to retail for the same price early next year. Apparently, Samsung is out to grab more market, and therefore they want to drop the price tag by 10%, which is not really much. Apparently, instead of retailing for $650, it'll retail for $600, which, yeah, may not be much, but apparently there is a segment that they want to cater to, and those $50 are going to make a difference. We'll see. And finally, the hot news today have to do with the Nexus 6P failing a bend test terribly. There are two videos in the links in the description showing you why. It seems that because the battery is at the bottom of the phone, the logic board is at the top, and there is a gap in the middle precisely where the volume buttons are. Well, you can bend it extremely easily up to the point where the YouTuber claims that even a little girl could do it, which is really something we need to worry about. We praise the Nexus 6P for its design, but it seems to be anything but sturdy, so it does lead me to the question of the day. Would these bend tests deter you from buying the Nexus 6P or returning it, for example, or would you just treat it with kid gloves? Because in my case, I would return it and buy another phone, particularly because even though nobody showed us how to bend an iPhone 6, I bent an iPhone 6 by accident, so it does worry me. Leave us a comment down below. What is your case? Friends, yes, as always, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.